Toxic masculinity is a word that's been thrown around in negative ways and in positive ways. Here, I'm just going to call you guys out. Men, you're in trouble. We are back. Okay. Now, I just had to go to my place of work and do a couple little overtime assignments, okay? I obviously am a dude. Anyway, so I had to go do this overtime assignment, and why do dudes, especially older guys, why do they have to be in charge even if they have no idea what they're doing? You need to calm the fuck down, okay? Remember that quote you're always told about respect your elders? Yeah, we're throwing that out. Elders can be wrong, and you don't have to respect them. Sorry, old people, you don't get my respect. Hey, I ain't got no respect. You don't. Just because you've been around the block does not mean you can order me, the young one, to do things, even if you have no idea. I have done a task at work before. It was supposed to take a couple hours and then be done. This time, it took 7. Now, it took 7 not because of me or my instruction, okay, but because of someone else I was with. The gentleman was in the military and felt the need to be in charge, just like every man feels the need to be in charge. Personally, and completely from my heart, I don't give a shit if I'm in charge, okay? If I don't know something, I'll be like, hey, I don't know. That's an honest answer. You can be honest. You don't gotta be like, oh yeah, I could totally handle this. No, I'm a man. I can do that. You know, if you can't, say you can't. There's nothing to prove to anybody else, right? So this thing took almost 8 hours instead of 2 because of the 2 rules I just talked about. Respect your elders and listen to them. And egotistical, manly man, toxic masculinity. That is what took 8 hours, okay? It was me and this older dude who's in the military service, whatever branch, duking it out verbally, okay? Because he wanted to tell me how to do the job I've already done and would not listen to me at all. When I would do it, he would just undo it. So he just thwarted all. And I'm sitting there thinking, who the hell does this? Like, who actively goes and would do this on purpose just to prove the point that you are bigger than the other person? Like, that's so stupid. And believe it or not, men do that on a daily basis. And it drives me up the fucking wall. Because you don't have to. Like, you don't have to prove that you're a man. Like, you don't have to prove that you're tougher than that person, right? To me, being tough and being solid in yourself, right? Knowing who you are and being able to say, I don't know, I need help, I need this, you know, that's appropriate. That shows that you can understand your emotional capacity as a man. You don't have to hide emotion. You can be exactly who you're made to be without thwarting or changing your character because of some social stigma that the world has created. It's bullshit, and I'm sick of people doing it because it drives me up the wall, and I'm done. I'm just done with it, man. It's the stupid image of a man it ruins it for everybody else, right? Because when I say it, people call me a pussy. Pardon my French. They call me a pansy too. Anyway, and I'm like, no, that means I'm more in check with my emotions than you are. It means I'm better developed as a man than you are. Because I can come to terms with it, talk through it, and be able to get through it. Get it done. Boom, out the window. That's done, right? No. Instead, every other man covers it up with a mask of masculinity that they just hide behind. And instead of being solid in being insecure and in insecurities, they'd rather hide behind the mask and prove that they're manlier than you, because then it doesn't show as often. Except for me, because I can fucking see that, and it drives me, you guessed it, up the wall. All this talk, obviously, was to come to the conclusion that you, as a man, I have the responsibility. You, if you're a man, anybody you know who does this, you have an obligation, okay? That obligation is to be yourself 120%, regardless of any social stigma or anything around you or anybody that someone tells you, right? You are you. You be you because you know who you are, right? If you're, obviously, when you develop, when you're a kid, things will happen to you in life that will develop you into the person you're supposed to become. That's how life works. It's negative, it's positive, boom. I just gave you the whole purpose of human life right there on Earth, right? Live, learn, move on, right? You're going to learn good, you're going to learn bad, but either way, you're going to be a person at the end of the line who's going to be worth it, right? You're going to be that person who smiles and goes, yeah, I remember being that guy, but now look where I am. I was there, I conquered it, now I'm here. I was there, I made that mistake, now I'm here, I have to fix it, right? That's life right there. And if you're using this toxic masculinity as that mask, as you're using it as the facade to protect your own inner emotions that you can't express fully, then those people miss an entire chunk of life that they are not capable of understanding because of that. They will not understand, as this is from me as a man perspective, okay? They will never ever achieve the maximum potential for their life. They won't, because most of the time you're just trying to cover it up and prove that you're the bigger, tougher man. And there's no bigger waste of time. No bigger waste of time. You don't have to prove you're anybody to anybody, right? That's it. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. All you have to do is be yourself, learn, move on, keep progressing, right? It's going to be good. It's also going to be really bad, okay? Life goes up, life goes down. But it's up to you to be able to accept those and continue to move forward and move on. If you don't, you're robbing yourself of an entire life you'll never, ever get back. And you're missing out. Knowing yourself is the happiest place to be, right? Because my sister was telling me the other day, she was like, I was asking her about, what would attract, like, people her age, right? What would make her, like, her friends and all these people want these dudes, want people, right? And she was like, well, most of the time we just go for someone like this. And what I just told you is what they go for, right? They go for people who are secure in themselves, not afraid, confident, and they don't have to worry about if you say yes or no, or if the conversation is going to sway. Oh, I'm nervous to talk to you, right? That throws them off immediately because you're not confident, you're not full in yourself, you don't know who you are, right? Now, if you are, and you go up to them and you are just completely like, hey, I'm honest, I'm here, I know who I am, and I want to talk to you, right? You're in. And that's exactly what I was just saying. So that's one aspect of a life you could miss. You could miss romantic partners that you think could be hypothetically out of your league because you're just not confident in yourself because of this social stigma and this facade of trying to be a man, not understanding what it is, and just trying to do the basic cover-up that everybody else is doing. Now, that's not going to make you stand out. That's not going to make you important. No girl, no one's going to value that. And if they do, then they're just as insecure as you. No need for it. It's worthless. Cut the shit. Fuck elders, okay? Fuck old people, okay? If they don't respect you, why the hell do I have to respect you? Right? If you treat me like dirt and you talk down to me and you're older than me, even if I'm doing the best job and I'm doing the right, and you're covering yourself up with this facade and you're down talking it to me, why in the hell do I have to show you any respect? Why do I have to give you anything? Just because you're older? Yeah, that's stupid as shit. I hate that rule, okay? This is how it goes. Number one rule in life. This is it. If I wrote a book, this would be my number one chapter. It's called Go For It and Fuck It. That's what it's called. Okay? It's called Fuck It. Okay? Because no matter what you do, it's up to you. You know, if you take someone's opinion wrong, if you take someone's opinion into account for your own life, that's on you, right? But if you don't, and you say this, okay, fuck it. Just nothing will stop you. Nothing. No one's opinions, no one's judgment, nothing. This dude, I don't care about this dude. If I don't give a fuck, and I just go, listen, I'm gonna tell the truth about you because I'm secure in myself and who I am. You are not. You did not have the skills to do it. I was trying to order and get things done. You did not allow that because I was the younger one. I need to respect you, and you are right because you're the bigger man. Okay? That got you in trouble. Deal with it. And that's why you miss out. But for me, that's a go fuck it moment right there. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to anybody else. Right? Live, learn, progress. Move on. Every day. Live, learn. Is it good? Is it bad? How do I fix it? How do I get better? Boom. Move on. Day 1, day 2, 3, 4, 5, till all of eternity, till I die. That is life. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't need to be judged by you, that old dude, or anybody else. And neither do you. So take that toxic masculinity, that facade of being the toughest in the room, just to prove a point that no one gives a shit about, okay? And honestly, if girls can see that, and if guys like me who are in tune with ourselves can see that and read you too, then you're only proving yourself to other broken, emotionally battered men who can't figure out their own emotional language. Where's that gonna get you? Maybe a man date with other dudes who are just as insecure as you, where you can sit around, drink beer, smoke cigars to prove a point that you're a man, and go shoot your guns all over the place. It doesn't matter, man. None of that matters. Be confident. Be who you are. Be who you want to be. Don't give a fuck about anybody else. Go for it. Go for it, man. Just go for it. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for me. I feel a hell of a lot better, and you should feel super motivated right now. And share this with any other dude who needs to hear this, by the way, because it's not just gonna be me needing to hear this or me talking to this camera for no reason, right? I'm doing this so other people can hear this. Like, other people are not the only ones who have to go through this. This happens on a daily basis to other dudes, and these old fuckers need to know. Men, calm the fuck down. Be who you are. Take off that bullshit masculinity mask. You're not fooling anybody but other emotionally battered men. Done. Thank you. Welcome to BHE Podcast.